Next story. Yo! So Japanese aircraft.
That's a good story.
Yes. Japanese aircraft landed on asteroid and shot it. Some
What?
actual space combat. They shot an asteroid in space.
Yo, let's go.
Yeah, they're playing asteroids IRL.
Yeah, they are.
I read about I think it was in a NASA too. They sent a space shuttle at an asteroid to see if the plan to send a much smaller object to waver the course of an asteroid away from Earth. So was Japan doing that, or did they just like shoot an asteroid for no
Oh, it was
reason?
actually no, they're doing research, but it was for a
There was
different
a
reason.
They shot it for
It
fun.
was for a different reason. But yeah, no, Josh, actually, yeah, they I actually looked into the United States. I think the Air Force actually has a defense system against asteroids that are heading towards Earth. So like yeah, it's actually pretty cool. You guys should look into that. But for this story, Japanese aircraft landed an asteroid and shot it, according to TechCrunch. Japan's Hayabusa 2 landed on an asteroid and shot it using a special bullet and returned to space. This was part of its 7-year space voyage, which is it's still on. And it was actually pretty cool. The spacecraft is to collect samples shot off the asteroid. And so the purpose of it was to collect these samples and try to get more evidence that life started in space. It just didn't appear on Earth. They're trying to find DNA examples in space and potential. They're trying to find more water in space too. They're trying to find yeah, I forgot the theory was called, but there's a theory that life on Earth started from asteroids or comets that landed on Earth. And they're just trying to find evidence for that. They're trying to find like just anything on this asteroid that could support that theory. At least.
That's
You
cool.
mean the primordial soup, that kind of stuff?
What is that? You want to explain?
The primordial soup is the theory that that's how life on Earth started. Basically it was like a soup of like microorganisms from space that landed on Earth. And yeah, that's how life started.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Patrick, it's called the Panspermia theory, which is the hypothesis that life existed throughout the universe, distributed by space dust, meteoroids, asteroids, comets, and planetoids, as well as by spacecraft carrying unintended contamination by microorganisms.
Oh, spacecrafts, maybe aliens.
And then I think the primordial soup is after they landed, there was the correct amount of chemicals and temperature and water that coincidentally was able to spawn the first organisms in a very, very rare chance. It's kind of, I think we talked about it in a before SPIEL MEAL episode where it was the chimpanzee theory, where, you know, given enough time, a chimpanzee can do anything. It was the same kind of thing where all these variables came together at an exact right moment and were able to spawn the primordial soup. So the fact that Japan is doing that on meteors and collecting this debris to see if the panspermia theory is happening is really interesting. You know, you hear theories about it, you hear a lot of scientists talk about it, but the fact that Japan is spending that much money to see if it is actually happening shows that the theory at least has some merit enough to invest obviously millions of dollars into it.
Yeah, and you also, you referenced the infinite monkey theorem, which we shall cover on this first Spiel Deal episode. So guys, check that out. And Tyler, do you want to say something or?
No.
Oh, you're just
Nah, I'm just humming. I'm humming thoughtfully.
But nice. But yeah, it's actually pretty cool. This spacecraft actually landed 2 very circular petri dish looking rovers onto the asteroid first and probed it, and then they shot it and collected samples. And yeah, it was pretty cool. They fully investigated this thing. And also, how do you, because they shot this asteroid, how do you collect samples that fly off into space? Because I can imagine if you shoot an asteroid, those pieces are probably gonna fly around real fast, and you're already chasing an asteroid. Like, how can you catch those in time? They figured it out.
I don't think they travel that fast through space. The pieces.
Maybe they slowly shot it. Because what I pictured in my head was that they just blasted the thing, and they tried grabbing chunks. But who knows? Maybe they just shot off a tiny chunk, and like maybe they caught it Maybe, I don't know. They figured it out. They had a solution. I just find it weird.
There might be a lot of samples that move in a lot of different directions to choose from, so they probably could choose a small sample that was already floating in the direction of the aircraft.
Yeah, maybe they had a space net.
Probably something like that.
But yeah, so that's the full story. But I actually have a little conspiracy here because that's that theory, the panspermia theory. The wait, Ashley, what'd you call it again?
The primordial soup.
So for those two, that's what they want us to think. But actually, in my opinion, they're testing out spatial warfare. They actually want to test the bullets in space so they could launch meteors into Earth and hit their targets. That is my opinion. That's not factual. The actual facts are finished, and now it's theoretical time. So,
Yo, theory time.
yes, the reason why I think this is because the U.S. Air Force already has a space asteroid program. They already have a space weapon program.
Space Force.
Yeah, it's actually really scary. It's slightly different, but the U.S. Air Force has a quote-unquote theorized plan to weaponize space, and they want you to think it's a theory, but in my opinion, it already exists. They're called the rods from God, and it's the idea of
Oh.
yeah, it's satellites.
No, that doesn't.
What?
I think that does exist. The is it where you just use kinetic where you just use steel rods, not even ballistic missiles, just
Yes,
rods,
yeah.
and you just shoot
And
them
when I
down
looked
from orbit.
into it,
Yeah, no, that is a
when I
thing.
looked into it,
That is
they're
an
like,
actual
"Oh, it's
technology."
just an idea." But okay, come on, that has to be out in space at this
It's
moment.
an idea, but it would work because, like, yeah, you shoot those. The amount of force you gain just from the potential energy of being that high and just flying down and hitting terminal velocity, you hit that in the right spot, that's going to cause serious damage.
Yeah, I got some specs here.
You can cause earthquakes with
Yeah,
that.
so the rods from God, quote unquote, idea is they're like a set of satellites that drop 20-foot tungsten rods into the Earth at targets. And these rods travel 10 times faster than the speed of light, and their damage is equal to a nuclear
mean speed of
explosion
sound?
without fallout.
Yeah, wait, speed of sound.
10 times faster.
Nothing travels faster than
Oh
than
no,
the speed of light.
It says 10 times faster than the speed of light.
That's not possible.
Speed of sound.
That's literally impossible.
Okay, I'm gonna double check
Patrick.
this right now.
If it traveled faster than the speed of light, the entire universe would be
The
exploded.
Earth would be
immediately.
dust if it could travel 10 times faster than the speed of light and hit the Earth, an
I
object.
think that actually might create a
Oh
black
yeah, it is.
hole.
It is.
That's a
It is
theory.
sound.
Yeah, it is sad. Speed of
Why did I
light.
write light? Okay, let me switch that right now.
Speed of light is literally the universal speed limit.
Okay, Mr. Fancy Pants. See, this is why I have the experts here.
Oh my god!
Yeah, this is why we have
Nothing
the
can go
experts
faster
there.
than the speed of light. If something were to exceed this limit, it would move backward in time. So you'd probably end up killing the dinosaurs or something.
Oh god.
Bro, that wasn't.
That's how they killed the
Yeah, that
dinosaurs.
wasn't an asteroid.
The rods from God. Oh my god. The light speed rods of God.
It all comes together.
All right, so yeah, 10 times faster than the speed of sound. Not light, sound. My bad. I don't know why I wrote light. But yeah, the damage is equal to a nuclear explosion without any fallout. And it was quoted to be on par with a ground-penetrating nuclear weapon. So yeah, that's pretty
Wow.
scary. They want you to think it's just
That's
an idea,
terrifying.
but I'm pretty sure those are already in space. And that's just a hunch. That part's not factual, but like, come on.
I mean, it wouldn't be hard to put them in space.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I think the thing is they don't even violate current nuclear agreements or something like that. Like, because it's like you can't have ballistic missiles in space, but you can have these. I think I may be wrong on one aspect there, but yeah, something about it is just like, oh yeah, we have mutually assured destruction against nuclear weapons. Here's a clean energy solution to that. There's an environmentally friendly version.
Yeah, so the reason why I even
Giant rod.
But the reason why I even mentioned the rods from God is just because these ideas are already in motion. Like the people are already getting these ideas to weaponize space. And so like the Japanese aircraft shooting asteroids, like we already have technology that redirects asteroids away from Earth, but why not towards Earth? Like I think this might be a little more nefarious than just collecting samples to prove some theories. But hey, I might be looking into it too much. That just might be a crazy conspiracy idea. And who knows? It's still pretty cool trying to prove panspermia. And what happened, Tyler?
Someday, yeah, we're getting that much closer to just being able to land robots on an asteroid, build boosters on them, and send them into planets we don't like.
Hey, I mean, Hayabusa 2, the spacecraft we just talked about, it already landed 2 rovers on an asteroid. Why not add thrusters to those and move it?
Yeah, exactly. We could turn asteroids into missiles, just like in
yes, that video game.
Dear God.
It is pretty expensive though, so hopefully it's only done as like a last resort or weapon of mass destruction.
It actually, I'm going
Hopefully
back
it's only
to,
done as a weapon of mass destruction. Yes, hopefully.
I'm going back to the rods of
230 million for each rod.
I mean, would that be cheaper than mutually assured destruction between nukes?
Well, I mean, cheap is relative. It's cheap. It's more expensive than like a nuclear bunker or conventional bunker. But yeah, I mean, if you get to annihilate an entire country, I guess it's worth it.
Oh Lord! So guinea pig mama, any last thoughts?
Wait, what?
Any last thoughts before the next story?
Sorry, I was actually distracted by my guinea pigs.
See, there it is.
The guinea pigs are the weapons of mass
She's
destruction.
doing her job well.
Yeah, I'm just doing my job, you know? Rods
We'll
of
launch the guinea pigs at
destruction.
enemy countries.
Rods of destruction, let's go.
All right,
Merry Christmas.
let's get it.